Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
And it does. I think a lot of people know that. The more and more we all work, the more and more you see content creators work, the more and more you are keeping up, you really do see that things that are said in these different spaces make their room to other places of importance. So our voice matter. And so I'm gonna break down today the fact that Jerry wants Pillow Talk from 105.3 The Fan. Now it's a lot of people, they go out there, they go stir up some false controversy as if we defending the fan, and that ain't what's going on. It's about looking at this from a bigger picture, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm also address some of the doctrines of the running back. This ain't even just about Zeke. This is about bad running back doctrine. It's time to expose it. It's time to stop it so that we can get on the winning ideas and stop the losing philosophies. So we gonna be right back, man. It's Boss Cowboy Sports. Let's go.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride, for the win. Still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop a 9 month to month, still from year to year. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Yo, got fire.
New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a rest.
Let's go.
Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to bat. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my B-day.
Let's go.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
All the execs, let's hit the, sound the alarm.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Man, welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Do it again, again, again.
And I need all the executives to have a seat.
Do it again, again, again.
Man, y'all boys done brought out T-shirt boss. You know what I mean? It's one of them days where I come out in a T-shirt. I am live early, and bad news, it won't be a final word today. I got something to do this evening with my kids. My son, he really been sweating me about attending this football game. And you know how it go. You gotta, when your son is letting you know something is super important to him, you go show up. So that means I got to put the final word on pause, and I already let Law know. I'm going to let everybody else know. But I'm still going to get it in today. Yeah, wife. Yeah, yes, indeed. It's one of them days, man. You know how it is. And see, I've been out like this all day too, bro. When you wife beater all day, you feeling kind of Debo. You know what I mean? That boy say, damn, boss just woke up now. Nah, I ain't just woke up, man. You see, I got this fresh cut, man. I've been in the streets. I just been wife beater. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You know how it is, man. Yeah, you know how it is when a man walk around with that wife beater. He just kind of feeling himself, man. He got confidence, man. You know what I'm saying? That the shoulders still stick out strong, so you'll come out and show it. And that's right. What my boy Chris 214 said. He said, "Father first." Absolutely, bro. Every time, man. We gonna make these sacrifices, just like you do for your lady, man. I'm gonna do for my son, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, Chris 214. You never should have said that, bro. We ain't gonna let you live that down. But I do also, the big part that I gotta talk about today that's, very important to me is the facts on running back. We gotta talk about running back in general, and the stuff that's been put out there on running back, man, is just crazy. It's too much stuff that's been disproven. I talked about the scientific method yesterday. I'm gonna really get into it today. But before, let's go ahead and get into Jerry, because Jerry said some things where he basically showed that he wants pillow talk, and we go talk about it. Here we go.
Surprised that last week got the attention it got, but really, when I think about what we try to do on this show, for me, is I think we give you 2 shots a week that I get on, and Steven gets on once or twice, and Mike, I don't know if Mike gets on or not, but those are really a privilege. It's kind of like pillow talk.
It's really a privilege to y'all that I come on. It's kind of like pillow talk.
You get some inside stuff, as you know.
That's true.
I don't go before the normal press conferences.
That's true.
During the week usually.
Yeah.
And so this is the kind of thing that I would expect.
See, this is the kind of thing I would expect. What kind of thing you would expect? The pillow talk. He imagining pillow talk. This is what I expect when I come on the fan, or if I do interviews, and if I'm giving you my privileged time, what I expect is pillow talk. Damn, man. And see, listen, this is the sad part. Even if you are fighting to be independent, I'm going to keep going. I ain't finished. But even if you are fighting to be independent, it's so obvious that Jerry is out there trying to send a message that, no, I don't want your independence. No, I don't want y'all honesty. No, I want pillow talk. And it's pressure, bro. It is pressure. He is literally putting pressure on them. Now, I'm going to say this again. A lot of people like to run fake narratives, and when they hear that, they go take it like, I'm defending the fan. I'm going to give this example because some people might not get it. It's one thing to be a defense attorney for the fan. It's one thing to be able to acknowledge when wrong is wrong. So this is the example that I gave the last time. if somebody is accused of murder, none of us would ever want the police to just take justice in their own hand and go shoot up that person. Not in America. We will want due process, because there could be a possibility that that person is innocent. So anybody that wants the bigger picture of justice shouldn't want to see injustice almost in any form. And so this is the deal. This is not a defense, because it's gonna be somebody that's gonna run out there and they're gonna make it seem as if they're righteous. I've seen this happen. They're gonna go out there, they're gonna be like, hey, I'm righteous, and these guys are defending the fan, and it's gonna be like, no, it's actually not that. It's more so about observing when media is under attack. And if you are forward thinking, and you got to be thinking, right now it's them, it could be you. Right now it's them, it could be you. You know, so if you trying to really focus on the bigger threat in terms of independence and freedom of speech and making our voice matter, we should all take this serious that Jerry's still trying to bully them. For the most part, I think they standing up too. I've been listening to them. They was going hard on Jerry again yesterday. They sure did. Like Sean said again, man, I hope this whole thing blow up. RJ was like, man, I don't want to do no more interviews with Jerry. Like, and then, yeah. Nah, I see a lot of them speaking their mind, like real talk.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
And if it wasn't the case, I would say it. But let's keep going.
And how I would answer it relative to many of your questions. You're going to ask me today, because Henry had a big night, Derrick Henry last night. You're going to ask me again, how come when Henry was available and right here in Dallas said we didn't get him? And I will tell you, the same kind of question is one that my wife might ask me of 60-something years. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I really don't know why I did that. The devil made me do it. And so my point is, those kinds of questions are pointedly toward putting you on a spot to make a certain kind of answer.
Yeah.
I've obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. The point of that question is to ask you a hard question. What's wrong with that? It's accountability.
Obviously been asked that Derrick Henry question almost every day since we started training camp. And so that's a get in your ass type of question.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a get in your ass type of question. To ask you why you didn't get Derrick Henry is a get in your ass type of question. Well, is it? Hold on real quick. This is one of my homies real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. Hey, Tuck, I'm live. You good? Okay, bet. All right. OG Tuck. All right, real quick, man. That's a get in your ass type of question. Jerry, why didn't you get, you had a chance at Derrick Henry. Why didn't y'all go ahead and get him? That's a get in your ass question. See, what we are actually looking at is where the fired Jerry, the GM, really needs to ramp up, because he is showing some horrible GM skills at this point. This is getting bad and worse and worse and worse. And see, we all know that it ain't gonna happen, But we gotta really use that campaign to express that this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, GM, and this is fully unacceptable. That where you can get up there and basically say, I don't want no questions that hold me accountable. I want the pillow. I want pillow talks. That's what I want. I want you to throw me some softballs.
And I understand that. I see that coming, and that's real good. But when you do it several times, and of course, I keep up with what you guys say when I'm not on the show.
What is he doing right there? When you do it several times, and I keep up with what you're saying, what is he doing right there? What is he doing? That's a bully tactic, brother. You trying to bully them, man. That's a bully tactic you pulling right there, buddy. And I do listen. And y'all been talking about it. In other words, settle down. Settle down. Y'all been talking about me too much. See, when you talking about it over and over, ain't that what he just said? Let me rewind it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me take it back a little bit.
Question.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I see that coming, and that's real good. But when you do it several times, and of course, I keep up with what you guys say when I'm not on the show.
Yeah, perceptive. This is exactly what this is. This is keeping them on notice. So even when you honest and you independent, what is it saying? If Jerry has power to influence, he's gonna want you to know, I'm watching you. I see it the same way, D.A. Lee. A scare tactic. Yep. A warning shot. What's up, Razor?
And so when you do it several times, I know that when you're asked about a question such as one that you might have at home, why did you do that? And you do it several times, then you really know what the situation is.
When you hold me accountable several times and I have to show up and answer that question, then yeah, you know what time it is. Basically, he almost coming at them like you out to get me. That boy say we early today. Lou, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do the final word, so I had to go ahead and give y'all I had to give y'all the sauce early today. Yeah, because I ain't gonna be able to do this, but I'm gonna give it to you now. At least my thoughts on what's going on.
It's coming from. So those are the kinds of things that this show to me can and be about. For instance, if you ask me how I make a decision, I would say I'd maybe go back to a story of...
No, I ain't finna listen to that. So it's another part that's very interesting to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to that part. It's where he addresses Derek Henry, right? And we got to talk about that. It's very interesting to me. As you know me, man, I'm gonna break you down on what you're saying. Yes, one-handed bandit. Yes. Listen. Oh man. It is nothing worse than this too. People that start situations, then they turn around and play victim. Oh, I swear I can't stand them type people. Oh, I can't. And then you just watch them and they just be like full of lies and exaggerations, bro. They play victim after they start shit. You be like, boy, I swear to God. And I ain't gonna lie, man. It's worse when I see it in men. I ain't gonna even lie. Like if I see a Karen in a woman, you know, I'm not gonna be as mad as when I see a Karen in a man. Like where you really the one that caused this whole situation, but then you go somewhere and just cry, and then it's everybody else's fault, and then it's like you picking on me, you gatekeeping. It's all kind of, it's just that's exactly what Jerry is doing. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's now y'all been talking about Henry over and over. I listen to you too. I listen to you. He putting that pressure on. But see, this is what I want to also highlight, which is go also bring me to the B part of this video. This part, listen to Jerry.
And again, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but the point is that we've, in my mind, we're not playing very good football right now at all. And it's beyond whether or not we have Derrick Henry or not. Derrick Henry is having a career year. I don't know if he'd be having that career year in our situation. And that's really something you really do have to look at, because if he had not had as many carries as our running backs have had, then he certainly probably wouldn't have attained the level of impact he's having.
It's a lot in that statement, y'all. First of all, it's true. First of all, it's actually true. Actually, Jerry's telling the truth on that part. And I've been saying that no, Derrick Henry would not have had the success in Dallas. No, not what he's experienced with the Ravens. No. Why? We don't have the attempts. Yeah. Yeah, so with backs like Henry, you got to get them balls the ball early and often, or you going to be looking washed up. I meant what I said, too. If Derrick Henry was here, we would be calling him old and washed. Derrick Henry is not going to get going with 3, 4, 5 carries a game. That ain't how Derrick Henry works. Like, even if you watch Derrick Henry when we played him, he didn't really get going until like the second quarter. They was feeding him constantly though, until he started really just pounding on you. You know, just what it is. Yeah. He actually is on that telling the truth. He telling the truth. But it's also an indictment on the Dallas Cowboys. It's an indictment. It goes to show that, to be honest, you lost yourself, Dallas. You lost yourself. See, every major Dallas Cowboy championship was built on a running game. All our best years was built on the running game. I'm dead serious. When you go back to Staubach now, when you talk about who was the real heart and soul of the 90s? Who was the last draft pick that put us over the hump? Be honest. I know Aikman had a lot to say, but who was the real engine of the offense in the 90s? I want to see who was the real engine. The running back that was getting 22 touchdowns a year. That guy. We didn't know, when did we finally make the playoffs? In 92. When we got Emmett. He was the final piece to the missing puzzle that took us over the top. But what happened over time, I swear to God, the Dallas Cowboys, we started listening to outsiders who was telling us we need to be like the other league. We need to be a passing league. Let me ask y'all a question. When did Romo have his best year? When was Romo's best year? Like some of y'all go say 2007. I totally disagree. He had a lot of passing weapons in 2007. He had some elite weapons. I give him his shot. I tell the truth. But no, 2014 is when Romo was his absolute best efficiency wise. We won 10 games in a row. And he only was under Aaron Rodgers in his passing rating. But what did we do? We got behind the running game. Sure did. And see, people forget, we was pass happy in 2013. Pass happy in 2012. We committed to running the ball in 2014. And when we committed, now Murray been on the team. It was just that year we fed Murray. We fed the hell out of Murray. And when we began to feed Murray, it made a better Romo. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Am I lying or am I telling the truth? I'm telling the truth. What happened in 2016? When did Dak have his best efficient year and most wins in a row? When they got behind the running game. When they got behind young Zeke. And they fed the hell out of young Zeke. So what I know that happened, I'm going to be honest. I've been watching the streets. I've seen what happened. The fans begin to buy into us needing to be like the league instead of us being like who we are and what always have brought us greatness. And that's offensive line and running game. That was always what brought us greatness. But then we really got away from our formula. We did. We started listening into the analytic community who was saying stuff. Let's talk about some of these doctrines that we got to now debunk. So one of the doctrines that was out there is a committee will do. You don't need a featured back. Come on. You don't need a featured back. It's just give me a committee. We was hearing that all season. That's why I always say I hate the off season. Because the off season is the time of what I call illogical optimism. Where people have faith in these ideas, right? That's gonna fall flat. And I know it's gonna fall flat. I'd be like, damn, bro. We really over here trying to act like you can just get a group of any running back and it's gonna work. Like you don't need talent. Like you just need a committee. Just share it. In the offseason, just share it. But then when the reality hit and you in the season, them same people change their doctrine. And now it's Dallas needs a featured running back. See, it's bipolar. See, when it's the off season, just give us a committee. That's all we need. We don't need nothing but a committee. But then when it hits you in your face, we need to get serious about running back. That's because running back talent has always been important. And running back, especially in the Dallas Cowboys community, is treated like, it's not even just Zeke, it's running backs. See, I ain't forgot. See, y'all come here and let me talk to you. Y'all come over and let me talk to you. You think I forgot what y'all was saying about Pollard last year? You think I forgot what y'all was saying? Because y'all was saying that about, when it was Pollard and Zeke, it was get rid of Zeke, we need Pollard. Then when it was Pollard and Rico, it was Rico is nice, we don't need Pollard. Now that you got Rico, now we saying Rico washed up. It's like every time we make a new RB1, we don't like him. We didn't like Zeke as RB1, then we didn't like, I'm telling the truth. Then all of a sudden we ain't like, now you like Pollard again. And like now you like Pollard. See, when he was with us and he got us 1,000 yards, I ain't like Pollard here. Our run game sucked. Then Pollard going off in Tennessee and they start giving him a whole bunch of touches and he going off over there. Oh, now we need Pollard. We should have never let Pollard go. My boy George in the house. I knew you was gonna show up this week. What's up, George, man? Yeah, and we got Jesse coming in tomorrow. We gonna talk at the Good San Fran. Can't wait to whoop y'all. We finna whoop y'all too, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about no excuses about no injuries either. We finna whoop San Fran. And it is bipolar, Swain. It's bipolar. It's truly, we are bipolar when it comes down to running back doctrine. That's why we got to really hone it down. Either you believe we need special talent at running back and just need a committee, or you don't. Don't stop changing. Like, it's too much change. Do you really believe that talent matters, or do you not? Thank you, Chris. Chris, thank you. Boss Cowboy Sports Detroit embraced both of their running backs. Exactly. Yeah. They not, you know what they not saying? Montgomery, when was the last 20-yard run for Montgomery? Do they ask that type of question? They don't even expect it. They say, yeah, he runs a 4.67. We don't care if he gives us a 20-yard run. As long as he's physical, giving us those hard 3, 4, 5-yard runs, that's all we want. Yeah, they not trying to make him, have what he does not. The same thing you can say right now with Kansas City. They always knew Kareem Hunt never had breakaway speed. Everybody knew that. He came into the league only running a 4.67. But they don't treat him. They embraced him, and he getting a lot of attempts right now, and he old, and it's working. So yeah, let's kind of run through these, because we gotta join forces against the bad doctrines. You have to. You can't let them. Hold on. You can't let them continue to preach bad lies, because it gets in the building. It gets in the building. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, your organization is now doing theories that never was gonna work, because it was bad in the first place. Another bad theory. Never draft running backs in the first. People say that with their chests out. It's like, damn, y'all still saying that after Gibbs? You still saying it? Like, damn. Okay, y'all actually watching Gibbs play, and you still are repeating, nope, it was a mistake. Never take that type of talent in the first. It's like, nah, okay, bro. I can see where you had that theory before he played, but damn, now we watching, bro. And see, let me tell you the main reason anybody that has that never draft running backs in the first doctrine, this is why you can't trust them and should not trust them. If they really believed in that theory, they would also be twice as mad as tight end. Because the first round bust rate on tight end is exponentially higher than running back. But who do they put all their attention on? Just the running backs. Let's just talk about a few running backs that was drafted in the first round that was definitely worth their talent. Number one, you might not like Zeke now, but Zeke, his first 4 years was clearly worth him being a first. If you say he was not, you are a liar. Todd Gurley, he was drafted in the first. If you say he was not worth it, you are a liar. If you say Adrian Peterson wasn't worth being drafted in the first, you are a liar. If you say McCaffrey wasn't worth being drafted in the first, you are a liar. So I can go on and on and on first round running backs that brought exponential value to their teams. We can do this over and over again. You know how many tight ends had great year ones? Can y'all name in the last 20 years, can you name 2 tight ends that had great year ones? I can only probably give you one, since Shockey. since Jeremy Shockey. I'm waiting too. I want to hear some answers. Name some tight ends in the last 20 years that had first round tight that had great year ones. I want y'all to name 2. Now, I done already gave you 6 running backs in the last 7 years. So obviously, if I kept going back, I would get you even more. I could get you in the last 20. Laporta, you say Laporta? Okay. You say that was great. I say it was good. I wouldn't call it great. Hockenson, absolutely not. No. Hockenson did not have no great year one. No, he didn't. And I said great, not good. Great. See, the running backs I'm talking about had great year ones. Zeke had great year one. AP had great year one. Gurley had great. I'm talking about great. I ain't talking about good. Great. See, Pitts, he was on the cusp of great because he had 1,000 yards, but they had to split him out to do that. So I see Laporta. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all Laporta. I'm gonna just give you that one. Now we got, can you give me, no, Vernon Davis did not have a good year one. Nope. I already researched that. No, his year one was trash. He developed, but his year one was hot, fart, garbage, wet. Greg Olsen also did not have a good year one. He did not. That's a good attempt though by Hustle Mamba. Nope. He developed. He ended up Jimmy Graham. I gotta check on Jimmy Graham. That one I don't know. I ain't gonna cap. I did not. I gotta double check. I gotta go double Jimmy Graham. Y'all let me know, cause I see y'all throwing out names. But did y'all check his year one? Cause Jimmy Graham. So somebody said Todd Heap. Who? Wait. Who? Who is that? Who is that? Okay, my boy said, yeah, and I figured that. My boy said Jimmy Graham had a great year 2. Yeah, year 2 for Graham. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's easier, way easier. Think about it. It's way easier to find first round running backs that had great year ones than it is to find. Look how hard it is to even find 2. In 20, I'm giving you 20 years to tell me 2 tight ends in the first round that had great year ones. It's hard to find 2. You probably finna get 1 this year. Yeah, I add Kyle Pitts in there. He got 1,000 yards. That's good. I give him, yeah. I put Pitts on the list. I'll let y'all put Sam Laporte on the list. I sure will. But it's hard to find anybody else. It is. You might get 1 this year. You finally might. So you might get 3 in 20 years. And see, my boy one-handed said Graham did not have a first year one. He had 356 yards and 5 TDs. Yes, that is not great. And John, you know I ain't mad at Kyle Pitts. I'm cool with Cal. I just didn't believe he was worth the hype he got. But see, check this out. We just see the reason why I just wanted to slow down, because when it come down to the running back doctrine, I see a whole lot of hypocrisy. It's like nobody like it when somebody got less energy for somebody else that deserves your negative energy more. Because it's a whole lot of negative energy on never draft running backs in the first, but you see tight ends who have a horrible track record and your energy is just so different. Your energy is so different. Yeah, and that's what I said, Lou. I said we gonna probably get Brock with the Raiders. So in 20 years, we gonna probably only have 3 tight ends that actually balled out immediately and had great year ones. We might get it with Brock. I think it might be Brock, Pitt, and Laporte. So we talking about 3, and I think we reaching for those 3. We reaching. But is the energy on tight end? Yeah, and that's what I said. I said this, Razor. The last one that had a just animal rookie year was Shockey. That was the last one where he went crazy. But my point is not to just beat up tight end. My question is, why is the energy different? If we just so certain that you never draft a running back in the first, why do we just year in and year out never blink as we just continue to draft tight ends every year in the first? Yeah, and my boy Sky in the building. He said, man, shout out to Skywalker Steel. Also, I want to say something real quick about my brother Sky. He is also taking on the challenge of proving it with the film with Stacy. I think it's nobody better than to take on the challenge, because I know he's going to do it with respect. He's going to do it with integrity, and he's going to show his side of it. And I respect that, and I love that about the community, that you got people that'll step up and they'll, show their takes, and appreciate that. So we trying to set that up. I'm in talks right now, trying to get. The only thing I need to get is from Mr. Elliott is you gonna have to define it, because the people that's gonna challenge you, they go come at it. They go come with it. You know what I'm saying? So you go spell it out. Like, what do you want defined? Because the people I deal with, they not afraid. They go speak their mind. So he said, top drafted tight end should get the smoke too, for sure. Tell Stacey I'm ready whenever, boss. Absolutely. And I'm working on it. We gonna try to put that together, Sky. So keep keep on the lookout. I'm supposed to be talking to him in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna get off the show. I'm gonna call him, see if we can set it up, and then we gonna have this discussion, man. It's gonna be a good one. And I really love that. You listen, y'all. You only get that from the community, bro. The type of courage, the type of men, like, look what Big Game James did last Tuesday on the Final Word. He was going back and forth with Stacy and was respectful, but he didn't agree. And we just, and we was like, hey, I'm just letting you know, everybody don't believe in Zeke like that on this panel. We told him straight up. But the people in this space, they'll face you. And I appreciate that. They'll face you. They'll say, all right, I come to the arena. I bring my weapons, I bring my thoughts, and it's not even about pride. It's about, this is my case. If you can refute it, I'm gonna come around to you. You know what I mean? If not, then come around to me. You only get that from us. And when we doing that, it only makes everybody better, because what we showing is a different standard. We show a different standard. We show that we'll put our work for review, and you can cross-examine my work. That's a beautiful thing. You only get that from new media. I promise you ain't gonna get this nowhere else. But yeah, absolutely. Tight ends should be judged at a different standard. Another thing that's getting demolished this year on running back is move on from older backs. Oh man, that's getting demolished this year. Yeah, see, I talked about Patrick No-C Walker, and he, called his work the science. And this is one thing that's true. The scientific, I said this yesterday, I'm gonna say it again. The scientific method is a real thing. It's not no joke. Like, it's a real thing. It's a certain way you supposed to treat science. Yeah, and my boy Scott said, and big talk in the house. I love to see my brother content creators come in the building, man. It's always good to see. They always add another level of thought, even when they just in the chat. My boy said, talk boss. And then Scott said, he said, nope, I'm fine drafting exceptions in the first round, and paying backs is more complicated. Stop putting words in. Oh, he talking to somebody else. You having a fight. That happens. But going back to one of them doctrines and theories that's getting demolished right now is move on from older backs. And to me, it's too much. It's almost too much generalization of the running back position. It's too much generalization. This is what I mean by that. If anybody disagrees that the trend that running backs are aging and getting injured faster, that's true. That's true. You can't deny that. You cannot deny that. That's true. But what happens is we make a rule and we throw everybody into it, even though individually they might be trending differently against that norm, right? So for instance, Zeke, if you really look at Zeke, his injury history is not bad, except for those 2 years he had freakish knee injuries. So I always say, is he Gurley or is he Gore? You see what I'm saying? Because see, Gore was a back that had early injuries, but they end up 2 ACL surgeries, but he played in the league over 10 years because genetically he just had the freakish knees and then he just rebounded into his. So some backs are Gurley where they're injury prone, and then some are Gore. And the question is, what do we have? Because right now, the move on from older backs is taking a hit. It's taking a hit. This year, older backs running in it in 2024, man. They running this shit. Like the people that's showing the skills right now is the ones that we said we shouldn't even look at. Let's keep it real now. Because see, right now, let's be honest. Yeah, it's a lot of us. We love Derrick Henry right now. Yeah, we do. But it's a whole lot of us that was like, nah, he old. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. In the offseason, tell the truth. Oh, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Hold on real quick. I got a button. Hold on. I think I got me a tell the truth button. I know I got one up in here somewhere. Oh yeah, I got it right here.
Stop you, stop woulda, stop shoulda, stop coulda, stop lying, start telling the truth, stop flawed, stop trading, stop exaggerating, stop lying, start telling the truth, stop you, stop woulda, stop shoulda, stop coulda, stop lying, start telling the truth, stop flawed, stop trading, stop exaggerating, stop lying, start telling the truth,
Need to start telling the truth, man.
You lie so much that when you tell the truth, no one believes the shit you speaking. Exaggerated tales start leaking out your inner mind.
I ain't gonna play the whole lyrics for you, but man, we gotta start telling the truth around here. It was a lot of talk about the old running back theory. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And if we are truly now using the scientific method, the way that the scientific method works is that you put your theory out there, but your theory has to pass tests. They test your theory, and if they test your theory and it's consistent, it becomes an actual fact. That's how the scientific method works. But if there's contradictions to your theory, you're supposed to throw the whole theory away. That's how the scientific method truly works. So if the doctrine has been over the last 4 or 5 years that, yes, just don't even look at older running backs. Once they hit 28, 29, don't even look at them. They're done. Throw them away. Okay, if that's the doctrine, then that means Hunt should be garbage right now. That means Saquon should be ass right now. That means like Henry should be done right now, right? Yeah, so now it's listen, y'all, we have to honestly reevaluate the theories that we have bought into, because the science is starting to disprove it. And just keeping it real, y'all, so that we don't in the next off season scoff at opportunities. So the next time it's an older running back, instead of just poo-pooing on the idea, we should say, wait a minute, remember Hunt, they brought him on late and that worked. They giving him a lot of attempts. Wait, they gave Henry a lot of attempts. That's working. Wait, I'm not gonna just, no, I can't just go with your theory that you don't touch older running backs, because the facts of 2024 has disproved your theory, sir. So I'm actually going to look at older backs as opportunities, and I'm gonna more so give them an individual look. I'm not gonna give them this macro look where I'm judging them. Hold on. Hey, wait. Man, y'all having a fight with my boy Sky? What's going on up in here, man? No. Listen, y'all. Let's listen, y'all. Everybody, y'all act right, man. Y'all act right, man. Let's I ain't gonna read it because I don't know the context. Let me just keep moving because I don't know the context of the fight. I'm gonna just let y'all fight. Fighting is cool. I like fighting because fighting usually kind of lead to a healthy outcome when people are integral and have integrity during the fight. So I just let y'all fight it out. But anyway, going back to this running back situation, man. This is a time. Yeah, I see you about to say we good. This is a time just for us to reevaluate. This is a time for us to go back and then assess some of the theories that we bought into. And listen, y'all, all of us buy into things that are disproven that we then gotta change. So this is just how we all improve. And I'm seeing the bad running back doctrine influencing us to sometimes have bad doctrine on our own team. So it's a couple of things, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I got to get ready for this phone call. Plus, I also got to get ready for my son. This is what I want to see, y'all, and I think this is fair. What I'm getting ready to say, I think is fair. Y'all tell me if this is not fair, okay? What I'm getting ready to say. I think I got a fair solution. All right. We've given the passing offense 6 games, and it has been a failure. It's been an outright failure. Well, let me correct that. We've really given the passing game 5 games because this is Detroit, right? So if you look at Detroit, we did get run heavy at the end on our attempts, and we really never did. Actually, we never really got pass happy at the end. We was anemic the whole game. My fault. Bad graphic. This is the graphic that I wanted. This is the Cleveland graphic. So what you can see in Cleveland is that we was very run heavy early. We was run heavy early because you can see that we had 6 rushing attempts in the first quarter, 10 rushing attempts in the second quarter, which is basically on pace for 32, right? So we was on pace for 32 attempts. So in that half, we also got off to a real good lead. I think we established a physical presence. That's what you want to do. That's why you want to run the ball. Also, it was smart to run the ball because you had Tyler Guyton going against Myles Garrett, and you didn't want Tyler Guyton on his heels all day versus a super pass rusher. So it just made sense to run the ball. So when we ran the ball, we had good success, and I would say even great success versus the Browns. We also had great success versus the second half in Pitt. We had great success in the second half on Pitt. And this is what I think is fair. If we've given the passing offense 5 games, I think it's fair to give 30 attempts and really being committed to 30 plus attempts at least 3 games, and then judge it. It'll also be going into the trade deadline so you can really know where to focus your last degree of resources if you feel like you still need to tweak something. So what I would want to see is what Mr. Stacey Elliott said. And this is not even just about Zeke. This is about Zeke and Rico and Cook. I want to see them ramp up the attempts for the next 3 games. That's what I want to see, especially because your defense is so depleted. Mike McCarthy said himself, a balanced offense will protect your defense. So when you are intentionally committed to the running game, what you're really trying to do is you're not just trying to win, obviously, the chains, which they tend to win. What you're really also trying to do is slow the game down to rest your depleted defense, because you're trying to wait till the cavalry returns. We still need Michael Parsons. We need Tank. We need Bland. we go likely beat San Fran because of the return of Bland. That's gonna make a big difference to that game. I'm thinking we getting ready to beat these boys. I think their offense is just too beat up, and I think we starting to get the cavalry guys starting to come back. It's gonna really depend on what type of game plan. You can't beat San Fran with a finesse game plan. You gotta have a physical game plan. You're not gonna beat them with finesse. So what I feel like is fair is you have to give the run game real attempts. That's fair to me. Just keeping it real. So I promise y'all this wasn't gonna be no long show, man. I had to get in and out. Sorry, y'all, the final word won't be today. You know, I gotta do daddy things, and I know y'all appreciate that as people that got kids and stuff like that. You know, so it won't be any final word, but you know, we working on behind the scenes trying to set up that back and forth between Sky. Thank you again, Sky, for stepping up and taking on the challenge. We've been waiting on somebody to do that. I'm glad you the one to do it. We trust Sky because, you know, when Sky disagrees, he's going to do it with other content creators with a lot of class. He's going to do it. He's going to box you. He's not scared of a fight, but he go fight you with the facts on how he see it, and he's going to present evidence. This is all we want to see. We want to see the counter evidence so that we can know what to do going forward. And I'm glad that we got people stepping up to do that. So I'm finna get out of here, man. Y'all make sure y'all share this one, especially if y'all disagree with the bad running back doctrine. We got to organize, in my opinion, our voices to start trying to put real solutions out there that can get us closer to a championship. Appreciate all the content creators that came in today, man. Y'all stay up. Your boy Boss Cowboy is out. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got